Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. To create an error-free interior is very simple. I'll be using two right here. I'll be using the Canva tool for design, and I'll be using Amazon itself, Amazon.com, to make book contents research. You need to carry out your book contents research. That's why I show you how to carry out your book contents research earlier on in this lesson. And here is Amazon, and this is Canva. This is the home page for Canva, and this is Amazon.com. So right now, I want to check for books. Let's say I want to create a journal, or I want to create a notepad. Let's say something like that. So I can just check for notepads. I can just do something like a notebook, and let's look for notebook or notepad. Let's just look for something like that. So I'm going to just look for notebook, and here we have different notebooks, as you can see, and we have different sizes here. That's the most important part of you creating a notebook. You need to know your size. You need to know the exact size you are creating for. This is Amazon bookstore, and here we have a good book right here, because this book made a whole lot of sales. I can check this out, of course, and having to check this out, you see different notebooks, and are you seeing the price range? So let me check out this notebook, of course, and come back here. We are going to see what the book is all about. So you check the interior of the book. As you can see, this is a very good book, and you can see different variations of the book, and we have it right here. So now, to create a book, you need to know what the content is all about. This says is a cover material paper, and it's 100 pages themed book. See more, and we have plain. Special feature is a soft cover and number of items too. Specific uses for product book, and the size is right here. You see the size of this notepad, of this notebook. It's about 7.5 inches to 5.1 inches. Let's say you're creating a book. You can create a design right here. You click on create design to create a custom size, and you see your design. You see different designs right here. You see custom size right here, or you create custom size from here. So I'm just going to use my custom size button, and you can create your width. You can change the units. This is pixel, but we want to use inches. You're going to come to this, and you change to inches. Then you create your width and height. That's the most important thing first, and you need to take note of all this. So right now, let me check that again. This is 7.5 inches to 5.1 inches. So let's do that. 7.1 width and 5.1, if I'm not mistaken. So let me confirm that again. 7.5 to 5.1. Yeah, this is 7.5, not 7.1. This is 7.5 to 5.1. Then you create your new design. We've created a size, like the perfect size. Just to avoid errors, you need to do this. Of course, you need to do this. So I have 7.5 to 5.1 inch perfect size for handbag, school bag. So here we have that, and this is not looking like what we want. So I'm just going to go back. The width is 5.1 and the height is 7.5. So let's close that and start again. So I'm going to create a custom size. The width is 5.1, 5.1. The height is 7.5. That's what it is, 7.5. As you can see it from here, this is the width 5.1 and the height 7.5, and that's what we are going to do right here. So I have this. I'm just going to create new design, and we are going to have a template. So we're going to have a blank template, and here you can start creating the interior of your book. The most important thing is to know your size, to know the right size, and we can now proceed to creating the interiors of this book since we've known the right size. So something about publishing on KDP, we have the interior and we have the exterior. The interior is the inner part of the book, and the exterior is the book cover. So you create them differently. You create an interior paper different, and you create the book cover different. You don't put them in the same place. So you create your inner pages first. In low content book is called inner pages, but when you're trying to upload on Amazon KDP, you call it manuscript. You create your manuscript first, which is the inner part of your book, and here it is. So we have different templates here, but that's not what we are looking for. So let's say we want to create a journal. You can just look for journal from the template. You can just look for journal right here. We've created the right size, so you can just look for journal, and you'll see different journals right here. You see today's date. You see a whole lot of journals right here, and we have different types. You can just take one of those that you feel would resonate with this, and since it's a notebook, I just want to create a notebook, so I can just click on something like this, and I have something like this. Then I can now talk about zooming this to see what the notes looks like. So it's a notepad, of course, or it's a journal. Let's say it's a journal, and here we have something like this, looking so great. So you can just come here, and you can increase the size if you want to. You can say you want it to be a 16, and you have your daily journal looking so great. template, and we have something like this. You remove all these. I don't want all that, so you remove all this, you remove all that, and here we have something like this. And we're having a cream paper. Of course, this is a cream color. You can make it a white color if you feel like the journal should be in white, but most journals are always cream in color. And here we have a daily journal for ourselves. You can just increase this if you want to, and you can bring that to the middle. You can use the align button to align to page. You can align to the middle, and you can align to center. You can, and right now it's in center, so I don't need to align, as you can see. So it's a center. You can decide to take it left and it goes to the left, but we want it to be in the center, so I'm just going to center it, and here it is in center. And we have our journal looking so great so far. And here you can create different pages. Basically this is just the design part. You can decide to create different pages for this if you want to. And yeah, we have this so far so good. So I can just add more. Maybe I'm not okay with where it ended. I can just add more to this, and yeah, I'm going to add more to this and just have that. So I have something like this, and I can just do like this to this very length. And here we have a daily journal for us, and that's how to design an error-free interior. Create your size first, then you can choose from template, and you can proceed to publish whatever you want to publish. You can just call it daily journal, or I can just call it a notepad. Instead of daily journal, I can say this is a notepad. So we can create something like this, and this way we'll be able to create the interior. And to make it perfect, I want to create a page, so I can duplicate this before, and we have it duplicated, and this is the first page. Let's say this is the first page. I'll say, let me say I want to use ChatGPT to just chat out something. I can see list of things you can write with your notepad. Okay, so I can just ask ChatGPT to give me list of things. So if you don't have a ChatGPT account, you need to create a ChatGPT account as well. To create an account is very easy. Before the end of this course, I'll show you how to create a ChatGPT account and a Canva account. We're going to do both. So I'll say list of things you can do with a notepad. So I'm just going to chat that out to create an account, to create a Canva account, and to create a ChatGPT account for generative AI. So let's create that. So you can just come to Canva. This is the website. Just click on Canva or your search box, or go to Google, just type Canva, then you see Canva right here. You'll be able to register, and here is Canva. This is the home page right here. And as for ChatGPT, just type ChatGPT on your Google as well to create an account. If you are new, just come to this that you are seeing OpenAI, then you're going to accept all, then you're going to start now. Click on start now. It takes you to the registration page, and Canva as well takes you to the registration page. You click on sign up, then you'll be able to sign up on Canva. You can continue with your Google, you can continue with your Facebook. If you have a Facebook account on your laptop or your phone, you can continue with Facebook. You can continue with Google, you can continue with email, you can continue another way. So if you have a Google account signed to your page, you can just continue with Google, and it brings the list of Google accounts you have. You can choose one of those to sign up. It's as easy as that. So this is my own, the Billard Publishing House at gmail.com. I can use it to create a new account right here. I'm just going to click on it, and it's going to take me to where I'm going to sign up for Canva. I'm going to continue that, and you'll be able to sign up for Canva straight away. And you see the sign up is right here, and you'll be asked, is it for non-profit or charity? You just use personal, is for personal use. So I'm going to just create personal, and you can start a free trial, or you can do this later. You can just click on maybe later, and that way you've signed up to Canva. As you can see, you can change your settings, you can change it right here, and start your design straight away. This is the dashboard for Canva that I introduced you to. And here is ChatGPT as well. ChatGPT right now, when I click on start now, it's brought me to where I could prompt. Then you can easily sign up by using the sign up button right here, and you'll be able to sign up right away. You can use the same method that I just used for Canva. Continue with your Google, and it's going to sign you up here on ChatGPT. So that's how to sign up for both Canva and ChatGPT. And coming back here, this has created the list of things we can do with a notepad. So I want to make that my first page, and I'm going to just come to test to look for tests that can suit this. I'm going to look for list. I'm going to search for list. Every element has a search bar, so you can search for whatever I want to search for. So I'm going to look for list, and I'm going to look for the best template I could use for that. So I can say things to do with a notepad, and we have something like this. I can use this, so I'll bring that in just to use that. So here we have this, and I can just bring it somewhere here, and I can start to delete all this. You can start to delete this. Maybe I don't want that, I'll just delete it. Click on delete. I'll highlight, I'll drag and highlight, and I'll delete. Then I'll bring in this text I wanted bringing in earlier on. I'm going to bring that in, and I'm going to name it things. Like I can say here are several things you can do with a notepad. So I'm just going to bring that in, and I'll just Control A and Control V to paste that, and I'm going to just do something like this, and I have something like this. I'm just going to leave it this way just to make it align. Remember, you can align your page here. You can say center and it takes it to the center. Then I come this way. Then these can be ungrouped. These are grouped. I can ungroup them, and to ungroup, I'm just going to delete the parts I don't need. I don't need this. I'm just going to delete those parts, and yeah, I'm going to give these a bullet point. So I can just bring this way. I'm going to give 10 bullet points. So here is your bullet points, your list, and I'm going to give it that, and I'm going to come back here to copy the list, take quick notes and create to-do list, draw letters. I can just do something like this, and I can copy this, about 25 ideas. I can copy them and I'll paste them right here. Control V to paste, and here I have the ideas that people could use. So we can just edit this to fit into what we have here. So I say quick notes, jot down important note points during meetings, create to-do lists, draft letters or emails. I can just take this out just to have more options, and I can say record thoughts and ideas. Here we have that, and we have sketch or doodle. You have that as well. I can take this out. So I can take sketch or doodle out, and I have make grocery list. Yes, we can do that. Brainstorm ideas. Yes, we can do that. Plan projects or designs or events. You can do that. Write journal entries. Yeah, we can do that. Track habits or goals. We can do that. Document quotes or inspirations. Yes, you can do that. Record meeting, organize thoughts, write poems. Yes, you can do that. Draft speeches, and we can just make it a 12 just to make it size this page, and I can make it a 12. I can just Control A to make it a 12, and oh, we have a whole lot right here. It goes across, so we can just create another page, and yeah, we can make it 2 pages. Then we have something like this. Then we have drafts. I'm just going to remove this. I'm going to highlight and remove that. Then I have something like this. We have draft speeches. I'm going to just remove that right now. So I've been able to remove that, and I have something like this. So we can just come this way, and yeah, stop it right here. So we have write poems and short story. That's where it stopped right here, and we can continue from here, which it starts from write poems and short stories. So I can just remove from here. I can just remove from here up here. I can remove this, and here we have more drafts. Yes, we have what we wanted, and yeah, we can continue this way. It says draft speeches or presentation, take study notes, track expenses, make a travel journal, keep a gratitude journal, record contact information, create mind maps, keep a logbook, and draft scripts or dialogues, list favorites, books, and yeah. So we have this right now. We'll be able to create 2 pages for the interiors. This is the notepad, and the page stays consistent in the notepad. So I'm just going to duplicate pages across. I'm going to duplicate them. You can just click on this just to add more pages. You can see the number of pages you have here. So far we have 3 pages. So let's say we want to make the whole page to be like an 100, or let's say a 150 page kind of book. So we can just create that, and I'm going to just add pages. So all you have to do is to click on add page. So I'm just going to do that, add page, till it gets like 300 pages. So let's do that right away. It's not add page you click on, so just delete this back. You can delete pages from here. It's duplicate you're going to click on. You duplicate it to whatever you want. So let me duplicate this right away. It's very easy. You can just keep doing it and keep doing it. Then we have this. As you can see, we have 23 pages right now. So we can just keep duplicating, duplicate, and I duplicate it till the very end. We have this, duplicate. So let me do the duplication. So now I've duplicated these pages to like 120. So we have about 120 pages right here, as you can see. And that's one of the things you need to take note. You need to take note of the size of your design first, and now you need to take note of the pages. I hope to see in the next lesson where I get to talk more about this, and we're going to create a book cover. Then we're going to to finalize this by publishing this particular book we just designed. But right now, take note of what I've done so far. You can replicate this yourself. You can create different types of designs, and you can create different types of notebooks. But it's a load content book, and you can create as much as this in a day. You can create 20 of these in a day, as easy as that. And that way, we are going to see how to improve this design later on in this course. Hope to see you in the next lesson. See you there.